if you go to her website and type in well, obviously her name, and go to YouTube. I'm sorry. Go to Google and type in remote neural monitoring and Leslie Williams, and you will find this this woman's website in reference to her name, and my name mentioned in reference to what's right below the title of her website. And you're going to see some of my videos on her website. I want you to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. This is a good woman. And the reason why I say this is a good woman is because there's not that many members of Congress or people running for Congress that are sticking their necks out in reference to the technologies that are being used for non-consensual human experimentation, organized gang stalking, and it literally states it right on. Look at this. Top political priorities. Now, I'm having a problem with this video camera. I would not doubt whatsoever if it's not the remote neural monitoring that's being used towards me. Remote neural monitoring is satellite surveillance, and that's basically what it says right here. Non-consensual human experimentation by satellites and radiation. And by microwave radiation. Microwave radiation is the directed energy weapons that are being used against hundreds of thousands of Americans right now in real time, and I'm one of them. And I'm going to tell you something right now. You can also understand that the one of the I'm just waking up, so excuse me, please. One of the members of the board of directors of the Yucca Valley, California, David Larson, is also a target of these crimes as well. Organized gang stalking is directly connected to all types of criminal aspirations: racketeering, human experimentation, sexual servitude rings, human trafficking. You would not believe what I know. And it's happening to thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of Americans and millions worldwide. And it's gotten to the point, I mean, that's what the Bioethics Commission was about, which you can witness at YouTube by going to YouTube and type in bioethics issues. A good a good way to get to those videos is to type in at YouTube Timothy W. Bioethics issues. He talks about brain entrainment and neurocognitive weapons. The neurocognitive weapons are at least two things: the remote neural monitoring and or neural implants. Because neural implants are also being non-consensually put in people's bodies, and now through the most clever means, because nanotechnology is exploding. Now, if this is information that you had never heard of before, or are not aware of at all, then I strongly suggest that you research remote neural monitoring, electronic harassment at YouTube and Google, and organized stalking or gang stalking. My name is Leslie Williams. Now, gang stalking and organized stalking is always coupled with non-consensual human experimentation, because it's their way of keeping targets in line. It's also their way of breaking targets down. Now, what I want you to understand something is that I'm not delusional in any way. I'm not crazy. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid schizophrenic. I'm not schizophrenic or nothing. I don't do drugs in any way. I don't sleep around. I don't steal. And what else can I say? Because these are the kind of labels that organized gang stalking expeditions rely on when a target becomes a whistleblower, okay? And also to discredit a target if a target starts attempting to make police reports or complaining to doctors. And if you go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know, it's a manifesto of a manager of organized gang stalking crews. You'll clearly see that research is mentioned throughout the entire manifesto. The fact that they consider us targets as nothing but lab rats should be enough for you to understand that these expeditions go on. And also look at who's also involved: doctors, lawyers, police officers, judges, and syndicated schools are mentioned in this manifesto. Go to Google and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking in universities. My name is Leslie Williams. You know, bless this woman's heart. You know, Lisa Monroe. Bless her heart. Now, I don't know if she's a Democrat or Republican, and frankly, I don't care. I don't care. Because, you know, when you got members of Congress right now are so corrupt, you know, the political spectrum right now is so corrupt, it's just mind-boggling. Jim Guest is another individual. He's a representative, I think it's either in Kansas or Wisconsin. He's an advocate concerning people who are targets of this crime. Every member of Congress knows that these crimes are happening, but there are the power positions, because these crimes are protected by NSA letters and the federal government, because of the huge amount of dollars that are being made for it's organized crime within the system at all levels. And the human experimentation is bringing them in. The results that it's bringing them in is advancing the research and the ultimate aim of what they want to do with this research. So they're protecting it like you would not believe. The only thing I can do, I'm having one of those brain fogs today. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop this video. Research this woman. Okay, Casey Monroe. Research her website. Just do it, and you'll see that at number 2, it clearly talks about non-consensual human experimentation, satellite technology that's being microwave radiation technology that's being used against us targets. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I just got done making about probably at least a 13-14 minute video here at this location, and I had my audio tape recorder running. If you go to Google and type in remote neural monitoring, you'll clearly be able to see that as a result of piggybacking on the frequency of any device through RF filtering, they can go in and literally alter, edit, or shut down, alter or edit any data that is in any electronic device, like a video camera, a tape recorder, an iPad, a computer, or control the internal functions of the electronic device, which means the volume, the quality of the video itself. And anyways, I made a 14-minute video right before I started this one, and the video camera was shut off by outside force. Okay, I turned it back on, replaced the batteries. I replaced the batteries, turned it back on, and the whole entire file wasn't even there. I've experienced that on multiple occasions. And there is an RV that is close by me that's got a satellite dish that pops up from the top. If you thoroughly at YouTube investigate the type of vehicles that are used, I think I saw a video, because these remote neural monitoring is mind control technology, flat out. And if you read the remote neural monitoring file online, you'll discover that. Literally. In fact, Above Top Secret magazine posted an article, I think in August, about this technology. Above Top Secret magazine finally posted a huge article about remote neural monitoring. That's why they call it remote neural monitoring. They monitor you neurally from a remote distance, but it's also got the capacity to literally monitor anything that emits a frequency. Now, and then control it or compromise it. Okay. That's where the remote neural influencing comes in at, or the influencing electronic devices. So the point I'm trying to make to you is this, is that you can go to YouTube and type in mind control technologies or mind control devices or whatever, and you'll eventually find a YouTube video that shows the type of vehicles that this technology is set up in. Because what they got to do is be able to be in the proximity of a target's home, apartment, motel room, campsite, wherever, in order to be able to project this technology and vector it towards a target. Yeah. I'm in San Diego, California. Go to YouTube and type in John Hall satellite terrorism videos. Thoroughly listen to all of them, especially the videos that show the blue. Okay? Project Camelot's got some good videos in reference to that, but Project Camelot is also into other investigative areas like extraterrestrials and stuff like that, so that might turn some people off and make them think that what I'm hearing is crazy bullshit. But if you look at the manifesto, UFOs are even mentioned in the manifesto. And since I brought this up, I'm going to go ahead and make a statement concerning that. This technology is so sophisticated. What they try and do is steer people into believing, onlookers and viewers that aren't targets of this crime, they try to steer people into believing that this technology is a result of reverse engineering, as a result of UFOs crashing, and then the military, the U.S., because this technology does stem from the military directly, the Air Force, the Army, and the Navy. And what they want to do is that people who are educated at the PhD and doctorate level, who get online, who have got online and made huge amounts of YouTube videos and script documents and PDF files, have discovered this. It's obvious. I mean, all you got to do is just go to Google and type in remote neural monitoring in the NSA lawsuit. The point I'm trying to make is this: is that since it's gotten out on the internet in reference to the exposure of it, what they do is that they initiated a disinformation campaign to try and make it sound like that this technology doesn't exist, and that or they'll write fake blogs stating that it came about as a result of a UFO landing, and as a result the spacecraft was taken by the Air Force and then reverse engineered, and as a result the technology was conceptualized from that. Look, it's not in the that's not mentioned in the manifesto for no reason. Understand this and be clear also who I am. My father was Chief MP to General Curtis LeMay. I have NASA in my family, retired NASA now, and high-ranking Air Force in my family. And my ex-husband was in the Navy. He was in E4 or E5. Yeah, for submarine radar antennas. I strongly suggest you thoroughly research everything I've just described to you. Thank you.